Okay, so it's probably hard to see it right now after the rainy day that we have had, but this weekend is supposed to be beautiful, and a quick and simple homemade appetizer is probably just the thing that you're looking for this summer.
We're joined today by Marcus Green, the sous chef with the Buttery restaurant in Lewes. Marcus, thanks for joining us this afternoon.
Great to have you. Great to have you.
So what are we making?
We're going to make broccoli beignets.
Okay.
It's going to go with our blackened chicken dish. So it's like a side piece to it, but you can also have it as an appetizer too.
Okay. So what ingredients do we need?
We're going to start off with flour.
Okay.
2 eggs, milk, Parmesan cheese, baking powder, kosher salt, and then broccoli.
Oh, of course. All
Pretty
right.
simple thing there.
Awesome.
What do we do?
So let's start off with your flour. You can go ahead and add your flour.
So he's going to make the batter?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Now we have some pre-made batter, so we can just start frying.
We can start frying? Okay,
yeah.
so what am I going to do?
Mine will be good.
And then you can go on with your broccoli and your eggs.
Okay.
We're going to start frying. Now there's 2 ways you can do it. Now you can do a loose fry. A loose fry is when you just take your spoon and you just let it drop in there.
Uh-huh.
So.
And I imagine you have to have this good and hot?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So how much of a mess do I get to make here, Marcus?
A little bit.
I get to make oh, you are my kind of
so that's
guy.
a
So
loose
this is a loose fry.
Okay.
And then if you wanted to get more uniform, you can get yourself a small ice cream scoop.
Okay.
I'm really not a big fan of ice cream scoop.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Why?
I just, you know, I like creativity.
You like creativity, okay.
He's just that
A little more free form.
Right.
Okay, well, I'm going to try each way. I'm going to try with the
And then once you drop them, you want to keep moving them around. So we have that little spatula, but you can go ahead and drop 3 or 4
I'm going to go ahead and drop mine.
And we got you a mixing.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what, I might have... Should I put more milk in there? Because that seems awfully good. Is that the way you want it?
Yep.
Okay.
And then you can add your Parmesan cheese, salt, and baking powder.
Okay.
Now, you were saying you want to keep this batter good and cold before you put it into the...
The reason why you keep the batter cold is so it can fluff up. If you let it get hot, it'll all separate and then it'll sink to the bottom.
Oh,
that's
okay. So how long does it take to cook?
Not very long.
Not very long?
If you have your oil hot to the right temperature, I give it about 2 or 3 minutes.
All right. And you said to be careful if you're using like a gas stove with a flame because you can drop the batter on, right?
That'd light right up, wouldn't it?
And it would light you have a fire
That's
right
not
there.
good,
And then
yeah.
you'd have to call Jimmy.
That's right. That's the only thing I know how to do is put the fire out.
Now, if you're doing it at home and you have some guests at home, you want to make it, you know, a big wow to them, I would get a Fry Daddy, and I would just drop them straight in there. That way you can do more, and you don't have to worry about having a grease fire.
There you go. All right.
Awesome.
If you would like this recipe, send us a self-addressed stamped envelope to 1729 North Salisbury Boulevard, Salisbury, Maryland, 21801. You can also go to our website, wboc.com, and click on our picture at the top of the page, or give us a call. The number is 443-880-9116.
Now, you need to know that Marcus said he did a little research before he came on the show today, and he said he figured out that Lisa's good at cooking and I'm good at mixing.
There we go. I seem to be on the right page.
And you were right. Yes, you were right.
So as you see, you're getting golden brown. Once you get nice and golden brown, it means you're done inside. So what I like to do is put them on an absorption napkin and let all the oil drip off.
So are these ready? They've been in there a couple minutes?
Oh, yeah.
And you were saying it really depends on how hot your oil is.
Yes.
As to how long it takes to cook them.
Do you want them to cook fast or anything? Does that matter?
Yes, it does matter. If you cook too fast, then what'll happen is the outside will get real brown, but it'll be raw in the middle.
Oh, that's not
good. Okay.
So it's a time and temperature thing when you're putting it on the stove. My best thing is to go ahead and get your oil as hot as possible, and then drop your oil temperature down a little bit. If you have like an electrical range, you can take it from 7 to about 5 or 6. And you get these bubbles.
All right, well, I want to taste the ones that we made. So we're going to let them cool down for a little bit and taste them when we get back. Don't go anywhere. Delmarva Life will be right back. Cool down a little bit. I'm excited.